everyone. So I wanted to show you a little behind the scenes of how I did my mirror shoot that I did. I was really proud of those self-portraits and I really loved how they turned out. So I thought I'd show you how I did them. It's not terribly technically difficult, but I feel like there was a bit of a learning curve as I did them. So maybe if you see how I do them, if you attempt them, you will have a little quicker learning curve and not make all of the mistakes that I made. So I just used, where is my mirror? I used a mirror that I bought at Marshall's. Let me grab it. All right, so I just had this leaning against the wall. Some of the challenges in mirror shoots are not getting your camera in the mirror, not getting you in the mirror if you're the one taking pictures, and then also really pay attention to what's around you, because I didn't want, I wanted to be shooting toward a blank wall, but I also wanted it to be blank behind me, so to try to pay attention to what was showing in the mirror. So I'm going to show you how I had it set up. So, let me see if I can move this a little bit. Maybe this is just like one continuous video, so I'm not trying to stitch it together. So, I wanted it against this dark wall, so I just put the mirror right here, and there's a little bit of trial and error as to what angle I wanted it at, because I did want to get some of the floor, because there actually can be a pretty cool reflection off the floor sometime, but then also not too much of the floor. So I just sort of adjusted this angle until I had it. You just kind of bring the bottom out a little bit or back a little bit until you have the angle that you want. And then to try and have my camera, so it wasn't in the photo, I had my camera on a tripod kind of to the left of the mirror, to my left, and it was one of the challenges was then, because I sat down and went so I could see myself in the mirror, but then that didn't work because the angle of the camera then didn't get me in the mirror. For some reason in my brain I was like, well, if I can see myself in the mirror, the camera can see me, but I didn't think about the fact that the camera was at a different angle. So this is literally what I did. The spray bottle, and I sat it where I was going to be sitting, and then that way I could figure out what angle I needed my camera at. So if my camera was right here at an angle so it didn't show in the mirror, I knew if I wanted to be in the middle of the mirror, I needed this over a little bit. So scooted it over a little bit until I got it to where it was in the middle of the mirror, and that way I knew if I sat right where that bottle was, I was gonna get my image in the middle of the mirror. This is basically what my setup was. Pretend my camera is on a tripod because I didn't pull the tripod out, and then I am sitting right there where that bottle is. And then I had my, I used this, what is my flash? It's a Godox, no, Flashpoint. Flashpoint and Godox are actually the same company. It's Flashpoint Studio Strobe, and I have a collapsible beauty dish on it. And I had it at a pretty high power because basically I wanted the light to just be lighting me without a bunch of fill or a bunch of spill all around me. So it took a few times to make sure, get the angle of the light and the strength of the light so that I just lit up, because I really wanted just me. And then for some of them, I wanted to try to get my reflection a little bit off the floor. You'll see on some of them, there's that. And for those, I angled the light a little more in front of me so that it sort of bounced off the floor and onto me, and that's what gave me the cool reflection in the mirror. So it was a really fun project, and let me know if you try it, and let me know if these little behind the scenes are helpful, and I will keep doing more of them.